Welcome back to SnowRunner, everybody. Alright, we're just going to start with this mutual aid. I think that's what I said I was going to do in the previous episode. I mean, it's right here, so we might as well. It's kind of deep, but see how muddy this is over here. It looks pretty muddy. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for this truck, though. Sorry, I was looking at my phone for something. So I recently had someone comment about Logitech wheels again, and you know, it's fine. I understand people want their wheel to work. I want my wheel to work. I would love to play with my wheel again. But this particular person, his name is Maxwell. Shout out to you. They said that they like that I just like, you know, chill and play SnowRunner and talk about things. So hey man, I appreciate it, and thanks for letting me know that you enjoyed it. So if you're still watching, we're just gonna stick to doing what I do and play SnowRunner and talk about random stuff. We never know what we're gonna talk about. It's kind of just always really off the cuff. Depends on what I did the previous day or whatever. So if you like that kind of stuff, that's what I do here. I don't really... I mean, we do obviously talk about SnowRunner as well, but if I don't really have much to say about the current job we're doing, then there's not much to talk about. I just talk about other random stuff. Typically, I've been talking a lot about Assassin's Creed lately because I've been working through all of those games just on my own. I have not been recording them because it would just take way too long, and I've always wanted to get all the platinums on them, so I've just been working my way through it. Shit. I forgot that I have this. Oh god, this is a massive cluster. We may have just effed it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, damn it, dude. I don't really want to get rid of this trailer because there's not a trailer store here, I believe. So I don't want to delete the trailer, and I don't really want to just leave it. So I'd kind of like to take it with me, but I gotta get this truck unstuck. Oh, come on. Don't want that to happen either. Should have probably just left the trailer down there in that field. Let me get this truck unstuck and then we will continue with what we were talking about. I know it has to be repaired. I hope I have enough repair points on this. I don't know if I do, but we'll see. I might just leave this trailer here for now, because I don't... It's kind of a lot dragging that along, so we're just going to leave it there. Just pushed it off the road a little bit more, but that's fine. Alright, this is much easier to manage. Alright, so anyway, if you are new here and you haven't been around for my other SnowRunner rambling episodes, I've been working through all the Assassin's Creeds because I've wanted to platinum them all for a very long time, and I just never have. The only one I had was Valhalla, I didn't have any of the other ones, but I've since gone back and done Assassin's Creed 2, because obviously there is no trophies for Assassin's Creed, the very first game, because it was ported to PlayStation. It was originally only released on Xbox way back in the day when Assassin's Creed came out, and then it was ported to PlayStation and PC, I guess, maybe. But there were never any trophies for it, because that was back before there were even trophies on PlayStation. So there's no, and there's not even any way for me to play it anyway. I mean, I do still have a PS3, but I don't have a copy of Assassin's Creed, so, you know, I don't really have any way of playing it, and my PS3 is somewhere in my basement in a box, and God knows if it would even turn on. It probably would. Those things were like bulletproof. But anyway, so yeah, I started with Assassin's Creed 2, I did Assassin's Creed 2, I did Brotherhood, I did Revelations, so that was the whole Ezio collection done. Then we moved on to Assassin's Creed 3, right? Assassin's Creed 3? I guess, yeah? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, let me look at my trophy list here. I'm going to try to do this and not stop driving. Probably going to be a bad choice, but, you know, there's... I need to stay on the road. Okay. Yeah. Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations. Then I did Assassin's Creed 3, and I had never played Assassin's Creed 3, so that was interesting. I didn't enjoy it as much as most people do, I think, and it's funny because I thought I would really enjoy it because I am American. I even live in Maryland, so I'm in like one of the original 13 colonies, you know, like when the United States started out as a country. I thought I would like it, and I did. Like, the story, it was great. I love the story. I'm a big fan of the Kenways, obviously, because we'll get to that, why I like the Kenways. But anyway, yeah, I didn't think it was that great, to be honest. I don't know. But then I played Liberations, which was originally a PS Vita game that they ported to PlayStation, or ported to the console. So I played that, so that was interesting. Didn't really enjoy that too much. I like the premise. I love the idea of freeing slaves. I love the female protagonist. I just hated some of the mechanics the game had. Like, I didn't like how she, if you've never played Liberations, she can, her name's Aveline, first of all, and then she has like 3 different personas. She has like her assassin persona, which whenever you're the assassin, like, guards just always attack you. Like, it's like you always have like a notoriety, which is weird. You can't get rid of it. It's always there. You can lower it, but it can only go so low, basically. But then she has a slave persona, and then she has a lady persona, which the lady persona is like, you know, like a wealthy lady persona, because she was adopted by like a wealthy family, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I just didn't like that. It was weird. You always had to switch your persona for certain things. It was just kind of, I don't know. I wasn't a big fan. I did like the setting, though. It was New Orleans, the Bayou. It was really cool. Just didn't really like some of the mechanics of the game. And then we moved on to my favorite, which was also the first one that I had to deal with multiplayer trophies, because since I played the Ezio collection, they were all the remastered versions of the games, so all of the multiplayer was removed, which I was grateful for. Like, I had played those games before, just obviously on PlayStation 3, and I also had a different account back then. The reason why I have a different account is because whenever the PS4 came out and I got a PS4, I wanted to change my name. The name I had before was like my old name from like when I was a teenager, and I just wasn't a fan of it anymore. And you couldn't, at the time, change your PSN ID and keep all of your stuff. Now you can do that, but at the time you could not. So I just decided to make a new account, and that's what I did. So I don't have any of those trophies like tainting, for lack of a better word, my trophy list. So that's kind of nice, at least. But I don't really care too much about that, to be honest, though. Like, it doesn't really bother me if I have a game that's from like a previous version. Oh shit, I don't have any freaking... I don't think there's anywhere to get fuel here either, is there? I mean, there's a service hub. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go grab my F750, because... which is not too far away. Oh yeah, it is. Shit. Oh no, it's not. Alright, let's jump in this. So yeah, I didn't... having played them before, you know, I knew the games pretty well, but I just, didn't have to do any of the multiplayer because they were the remastered versions. So, my first real Assassin's Creed that had multiplayer trophies was Black Flag. And now Black Flag is probably my favorite Assassin's Creed to date. I loved it back in 2013, 2014, whenever it came out. And I played a lot of it back then, but I never actually finished the game. And then I also never did the multiplayer, so I had to do all the multiplayer. And I'm not just a platinum trophy hunter. Like, I enjoy like completely getting all the trophies in games, especially games I really enjoy that has DLC. I like to have that 100% completion for trophies. And obviously Black Flag has DLC. One of the DLCs is more multiplayer trophies, so that kind of sucks. There's only 3 multiplayer trophies that are particularly difficult to get. They're all not too bad. You can still get them. The servers are still up, and it's not honestly too bad. You can get games pretty easily. It's just some of the game modes aren't really played as much as others, and it's kind of hard to get those game modes. There is a trophy that requires you to play every single game mode, use every single ability in the game, and that's not too hard to do. It's just every single game mode is kind of hard because like some of the game modes people just don't play. How did I get turned around? Some of the game modes people just don't play, like Assassinate is a pretty hard one to find. Luckily though, you can do the game modes in private and it still counts, so keep that in mind if you are going for it yourself. But you can pretty much do everything yourself in Wolfpack Solo, which Wolfpack is just like a game mode basically online. But you can do it all solo in a private match, so you don't have to worry about anything there. You can do, like, I'd say 90% of the online trophies that way. The grind to level 55 isn't that bad. It doesn't take that long. You can get about 6,000 to 7,000 XP from each Wolfpack game mode, and it takes about 15 minutes if you're efficient at it. And then that doesn't include any XP you gain from doing like challenges. There's a whole bunch of challenges you can do throughout the online, like, you know, you have to use a certain ability so many times, blah, blah, blah. And some of those drop like 3,500 XP, so you can get a lot of XP just from doing challenges as well. So it really doesn't take that long to get to level 55. But the trophies that are the hardest to get is the Game Lab trophy, because almost no one plays Game Lab anymore. Which Game Lab is basically just like custom game modes. You can you pick a game mode and then you can change the rules basically. That one's really hard to get, so you pretty much have to boost it with like like-minded people that also need it. And then there's a trophy called what's it called? Sacred Land. You have to be the highest scoring player in a match of domination. And it doesn't say this in the description, but you also have to win the game. Your team has to win the game. So like you could be the highest scoring player, in the match, but your team may be on the losing side and the trophy won't pop. But you also have to do it as the Jaguar, which is just a character that you can select. So that's really hard to do in public because there are some super sweaty people that still play that game. So like if you do manage to get into a domination match in public, chances are you're not going to get that trophy unless you're just really good at the game. So again, you got to use, you know, PSN profiles, boosting sessions, and get people in that also need that trophy. And then there's another one called Elevator to the Gallows, which I got it no problem in a public match. And literally the first time I tried it, I got it. So I don't know if I just got really lucky or what, but it's also really easy to get if you're going. You can do it while you're going for the other trophies online if you get people. So it's not hard to get. Essentially, it's pretty easy if you have people to play with. But you just have to booby trap one of the lifts, and then someone has to take the lift and die, and that's it. But all the other online trophies are obtainable in Wolfpack Solo, even the DLC ones. Like you have to like kill someone, assassinate someone, or acrobat assassinate someone, and then shoot them with a gun as Blackbeard within 10 seconds. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm talking and not paying attention. I need to be going through the gateway. Oh no, I did go through the gateway. What am I talking about? Okay, where do I need to go? All the way over there. This is probably going to take this entire time. Is there anything else I can do? Yeah, like there's literally nothing. Alright, we're just gonna have to drive over there. I went the wrong way though, didn't I? Yeah, I should go the other way. Alright, let me get back on track here and then I'll... How did I shift? What the hell? That was crazy. Alright, let me just make sure I'm back on the right path. I mean, this would work, but it's not really the path I want to be on. I need to turn around. But yeah, so anyway, I'm not gonna keep talking about the Black Flag trophies, but you can get all of them in Wolfpack Solo. It's just those 3 are probably the hardest to get. Once you get those 3, you pretty much just breathe easy and just get all the rest of them. But today I did fully 100% complete Black Flag's trophies, even Freedom Cry, which is like the DLC. But next God damn it. Next I am going to be doing the standalone Freedom Cry, which is the same game as the DLC, but it does have a couple more trophies than the DLC trophies for the Black Flag list. So I'm gonna do it just because why not? It doesn't actually have a platinum though, so like I guess it's not really totally worth it, but I just, you know, technically it's an Assassin's Creed game, so I might as well just do it. And it's pretty short, it won't take that long, so I'll burn through that real quick, and then I believe we'll move on to Rogue. I think that was the next one that came out, timeline-wise. Timeline of release, not timeline of, like, actual Assassin's timeline. So yeah. And then we'll move on to, I believe, Unity is after that, and then Syndicate, and then Origins, and then Odyssey. And then I've Platinum Valhalla, but there is still some DLC I never did, so I'll probably do that when I get to that point, but again, that's pretty far away at this point. We have a lot to get through. Odyssey and Origins are huge games, so those are going to take a while. But if I was recording them for YouTube, I would still probably be on the Ezio collection. Like, there's no way, because it's just, I can do so much during the day, like when my son's in school and my youngest son is sleeping. Like, I can get so much done in those times, so it just works. Alright, I don't know why I keep opening the map. Sorry, I feel like I keep making the wrong turns. I do really like Freedom Cry though. I do really like Adewale. I'm kind of like, it's kind of sad when he like leaves Edward in Black Flag, which, oh, back to that. The reason why I said I like the Kenways is because I like Black Flag so much, and I know Edward Kenway is Connor's grandfather, Hatham's dad. And you actually see like little Hatham in the very end of Black Flag. So I don't know, I think the Kenways are probably like my favorite group, even though Hatham's technically a Templar. But I don't know, I do like them. I do really like Ezio though too. Like, Ezio was a great protagonist. But Adewale was just really cool. I really liked him, and he's actually like playing as him as an assassin's pretty fun. So I enjoy it. And I also just really, really, really like the pirate battles. Like the ship, like naval battles in Black Flag is just so good. So there is rumors that they are remastering Black Flag, and I will 100% play it again in Platinum again. I'm fairly certain they'll remove multiplayer. They have for all of the other ones, so I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't see why they would keep it for Black Flag. But if they do keep it, I mean, it's not the end of the world. The multiplayer is not horrible. I just don't really like PvP. It's just never really been something I've enjoyed a whole lot of. I'm just not very good at it. It doesn't matter what the PvP is. I'm really just never very good at it. So if a game has multiplayer trophies, it really is off-putting to me, but I usually will, if I like the game enough, I will like suck it up and suffer through it. Like The Last of Us, the freaking multiplayer in The Last of Us. I know there's people out there that love it, and I'm not saying it's bad. It's definitely a very unique multiplayer experience, but I just wasn't good at it, and like getting through that for the Platinum Trophy was just really not fun, and it took so long. So I was glad whenever they remastered the game, or remade the game, part 1 for PS5, they removed factions. Because if I would have had to do that again, it would have just been horrendous. I actually did that back during COVID, like during the COVID lockdown, like literally like March 2020. I went back and played The Last of Us remastered, because obviously part 1 wasn't, like The Last of Us part 1, the remake for PS5 wasn't out yet, obviously. I mean, shit, even part 2 wasn't out, so. But yeah, I had done that during the COVID lockdown. That was honestly kind of what kick-started my Platinum Trophy, like really serious Platinum Trophy hunting again. Because I used to always do it, but I kind of like fell out of doing it. Like I stopped like really grinding out Platinums. But like, that's pretty much all I do anymore. Like if I play a game, I pretty much Platinum it. I don't usually. I'm just shifting. Hold on. I wanna, because I need to swap fuel around here. Okay. And then refuel. Just take it from the truck. Perfect. Alright, I don't know that I'm going to have time to do anything else, but we can see what we can get done here. So abandoned trailer. Deliver the house in the northeast. Deliver the house in the northeast. Okay, so that's none of that. I thought there was something over here. Is there not? I mean, the bad accident thing is over here. We could start that, I guess. I could just use the 750 for it. Okay. But yeah, pretty much ever since then is when I've really just like almost, if you look through like my PSN profiles, you can just literally see all the games I've platinumed since then. Like I did The Last of Us, and then I did like all of the Dark Souls. I had platinum Bloodborne. Bloodborne was the first FromSoft game I platinumed, pretty sure. But I had, whenever the Old Hunters DLC came out, I had gotten every single trophy except for the Orphan of Kos. Yeah, the Orphan whatever boss. The one where you fight like on the beach. I could not beat that boss for the life of me. Granted, I was in like New Game Plus 2 or 3, so like it's not really recommended to fight that boss in New Game Plus, but I did, so yeah. But I finally beat that boss, so I was like super excited about that. And then I went on and did platinumed all the other From Software Souls games. So it's just gonna, you know, it's just something I have always been that way. I've always liked getting trophies and like completing games 100%. But like I said, I kind of fell out of doing it, and then like when COVID happened, I kind of just like started doing it again, and it's just kind of been like an obsession ever since. So there are some times where I'm like a little burnt out from it, and that's kind of why I have SnowRunner still, because there was a time on my channel where I was doing, what the hell? There was a time on my channel where I was playing two games at once, both like platinum trophy playthroughs, and it became way too much. Like it was a lot. So I'm glad I kind of stopped doing that, because that got a little rough. I was definitely burning myself out from it. So, and then I had this itch to play SnowRunner, and I started playing SnowRunner again, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna have SnowRunner just be a constant on the channel, because I've had the platinum trophy for this game for years now, but I've still never finished all the regions, so I figured that could just be a constant on the channel. And even when I do finish the regions, I'll probably start a hard mode playthrough, whatever else, you know. I just like SnowRunner. I'm excited for the Expeditions game that they announced. I'll probably check that out for sure. So, there's a lot of games coming out soon though. There's Assassin's Creed Mirage, Spider-Man 2. There's a lot of stuff coming out. I mean, the holiday season is always usually a really busy time for video games. Alright, we'll deliver this truck, and then that'll probably be it for this episode. Because I don't even know if I'll be able to repair it. I used a lot of my repair points on the other job we just did. do that. It's not right. But I hope you enjoyed my rambling. I promise I don't always talk about Assassin's Creed. I just, it's kind of just what I've been playing a lot of lately, so it's just like always on my mind. We should be getting done with Ratchet and Clank here soon. I don't have a whole lot left on that to do either. I'm probably going to record an episode of that right after I finish this. But we really don't have a whole lot left to do there, so we should be able to get that done pretty soon. And then I'm going to definitely move on to Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, I did have enough. Okay. So yeah, we'll finish off this in the next episode. I just don't have enough time to run and get those because they're... That one's there too, which that needs to be taken to there. So yeah, so that'll actually work out. We'll leave next episode. We'll just scoot right back out here, cart that back over to here. This truck will be able to pull it, no problem. But yeah, so if you enjoyed my rambling, leave a like and subscribe if you want to. I'll catch you in the next episode. Have a good one.